Okay guys, let's hop right into part 2 of this review, and we're going to go through a little quickly because we only have 8 minutes. That's how my video format is set up for this kind of quality. So let's see, what are the first things we're going to do? I'm going to butcher this, and it's going to be pretty painful to some of you that know about the transformation because it's very finicky. So I guess one of the first things we can do is flip the feet 180. Now this is different from the original toy. There's a lot different. If you have the original one, you'll see. Flip the toes 180, every single one of them. I think rotate the foot around. Rotate that around. Flip the toes on the other side. Flip this down and around. That's super nice and tight, so all the die cast isn't too heavy for the joints. I'm not sure how that's going to do over time. So you could either have a heel spur, or you could have it nice and flat if you really tried, which I prefer. Now you could pull out the claws, the nice vacuum chrome claws, which are magnets for fingerprints, revealing Wargreymon's hands. What else can we do? Let's see. I guess lift up the head. So this is why articulation was kind of locked in this mode. Okay. See, that just comes right up. There was actually a clip. It's actually clipped on back down here. Oh yeah. Move this out of the way. Now these side panels, they stress is very delicate. This is one part of the toy that I don't like. It's so tight in here, and the actual pegs are so tiny and fragile, and it doesn't really. I mean, it fits well, but getting it to fit like this is just a nightmare, and I feel like I'm gonna break it every time. I'm pretty sure I am. So it's held together by like four different pegs into these holes over here. I didn't break it this time, but that's definitely a point of contention. It's held together on a ball joint up here. Same on the other side. I don't really know a trick to get it out. Ooh, God, that hurts so bad. So once you do, you could pull this butt flap back down, spread his legs a little bit, and pull the whole chest piece back. You could fold this up, fold it in, and leave that for now. Now we can come back here, pull down these shin guards, which are totally made out of die cast. Awesome. Another point that they say could scratch is the paint on there. I haven't seen any yet, and I've had it for about 3 days now. If you look at the bottom of the shins, there's a little hole where the peg could fit for the shin guards. So you fold that down and around. Again, this is all painted, so this is definitely going to flake off soon. So you don't want to be transforming this guy too much. Same for this heel over here. It's going to come down. It's held on by a ball joint at the top of it. Just peg it together. And it looks like you don't really rotate the feet. I got that mixed up. Just keep it facing forward. Now, what can we do? We're going to split the head of Agumon open. And this is another point. They say that the paint on the teeth and the head could scratch off. So you want to be careful with that. Held together by a couple tiny pegs again, all along the head, the skull. Pull it out to the side. This point's a little tight, the way it's built. It's actually on a hinge that you're going to have to spread out from the back here. Get it out of the shoulder's way. If you see down here, there's actually like a rail system that you're going to have to slide each side of the head off of, just to give it some clearance. Once that's out of the way, you could rotate the shoulder joints upwards, bring his shoulder blades up, rotate the waist portion around, bring the whole torso up, click it into place, pop off a waist guard, fold back the back, tuck it back here for a very ugly backpack. Okay. And then swing the arms all the way around and they'll rest. There are pegs that'll rest. And it'll firmly click into place. Awesome. Swing these joints for the backpack, for the wings all the way back. More ball joints. You can see it's nicely painted, really rich dark color back here. Rotate the horns up, flip the nose horn up, and almost there. Just bring down the arms, pop up the shoulder fins, get that situated any way you want, and pop on the waist guards. I think this is the sides they were on. Oops. Didn't break. I swear it didn't. Pop that back on, bring it down, situate that however. I think that is it. Okay. Bam. And there we have Wargreymon. Digivolving Spirits. #1 in the series, Wargreymon. Very freaking cool. Now he can't really look up all that well, but he can decently enough. Not quite as much as the D-Arts, or Figuarts, whatever, but good enough. And there's plenty of joints on here that give it tons of articulation. Again, not as quite as much, but definitely more than you'd actually want, I'd suppose. So you can get pretty dynamic poses out of this one, not as much as this one. But the aesthetics, wow, this really, as you can see, this really blends nicely between classic style of the original toy and this new one with like new modern technology, if you want to call it that. Here he is side by side with the old one. The articulation is basically the same, just a little more in the legs because now you have the actual thigh joints down here. And a little more rotation in the feet down here because you get that wider stance. Oop, this might have to be a 3-parter, guys. Oh, we're still going. 804, 805. Alright, let's see how long this goes. If anything, we'll cut to a 3rd part. You can see he freaking dwarfs the Figuarts one. The colors are better on this one, but wow, this just looks very cool, especially with the vac chrome up here, the nice brushed metal silver down here, all the way up here in the chest, and the head, just wow, there's die cast everywhere. The head is die cast, not the horns. The chest, this whole plate is die cast. The shins are die cast, and so are the ball joints. That is amazing. This thing is great. Absolutely love this guy. Nice heft to him, and just by looking at him, he's definitely not just a remold of the original. He is brand spanking new. It's fantastic. Even on the inside of the wings up here, there's a little bit of molding. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's very much the same molding as the one on the SH Figuarts. So that's freaking awesome. Proportion wise, longer here. I like the aesthetics of this one. It just feels cool. It feels like a nice blend, I'll say it again, between the toy and a more modern representation of Wargreymon. The head sculpt is very similar, but a little shorter and stubbier on this one. It's got a cod piece, which is also die cast, which articulates that far up. Again, everything that says Wargreymon on here is here, made to look like the toy. It's great. Okay, guys? But on the back, you know, very much toy-esque. Agumon going on here. But over here, it's all party in the front. That is great. I wish I had my turnstile so I could show you guys how this goes. But it's so freaking cool. Beautiful. Was not expecting it to be this good. It is solid toy. Solid toy, great transformation. I guess great transformation. Those side skirts really piss me off and scare me so much. But everything else, fantastic. Definitely a great companion piece to any Wargreymon you got in collection. Could even be the centerpiece. Like, he's just beefy. It's great. Here he is next to, as you've been seeing, Wargreymon. A Figma Ryoko. Just picked her up too. Love this thing. I think it's a reissue. With her sword of decapitation mode. Who else we got? Here he is with X Plus figure. So this is 12 inches. This is about 6-7 inches, which is great. Yeah, about 6 inches. Just a nice sized toy. I like this a lot better than, you know, this guy. I can't even gush about him enough. It's just great. Was not expecting that. It's like a sleeper hit. Didn't expect the diecast. Didn't expect such a high quality figure. Absolutely great. Worth your money. Here he is next to Ava Unit 1 from Reveltech. Though he is crouched down a little bit, if he were to stand up, it would be nearly identical. And like, I don't even need dynamic. I like putting my figures on dynamic poses, as you can see, like this. But just for him, just standing like that, that is boss. There he is. Side profile. Back again. Just still fine. I mean, it reminds me so much of Agumon toy. And that is beautiful. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this little short look at Wargreymon. Definitely do yourself a favor and pick him up. Alright, everything's metallic. It's great. Metallic. You got matte colors. Love it. Alright guys, I can't gush about it enough. Pick yourselves up a copy. Alright. Hopefully we'll have another review up soon. It's been a while. Other than that, leave a comment below if you like what you see. Subscribe for more. Take care guys. Peace out.